Are you tired of getting teabagged, wall-banged, or straight up embarrassed in Rainbow Six Siege? Well, it's time to put an end to that.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah.
Alright, so to be able to peek, there's two things that you should know. One is all the spawn points of the attackers. So for the house map, there is the construction site, the river docks, the APC area, and the side street. And the other thing you should know is where the outdoor cameras are near these spawn points. And in this case, there's two. There's one here beside the side street spawn, and one here near the construction site spawn. So my operator of choice for peeking on this map is definitely Jaeger, and that's for two reasons. One, his gun is amazing. It does a lot of damage, and it's really good at shooting long distance. Two, he is extremely fast. At the cost of having the least armor, he is the fastest operator, and that allows you to rotate and peek from more than one spot. Alright, so to be able to peek, the first thing you have to do is figure out where the attackers are going to spawn, and you do that by finding out where the drones are going to spawn. So immediately, when the round starts, pull up your camera and hit L1. That'll bring you to the first outdoor camera. This is the camera located beside the side street spawn. What you want to do is immediately look down and see if you see cars going through this gate right here. If you see a lot of cars going through there, it's likely that they chose side street as their spawn. If you only see one, it could mean that they chose river docks, but I mean, you'll get used to reading it. If you don't see any cars here, then you want to hit L1 again and go to the construction site side. And then move the camera all the way to the left. If you see cars going up the front stairs there, then that means that they chose construction site. If you don't see cars at either of these places, it means they chose the APC area as their spawn point, way back there. And so through process of elimination, you can figure it out. Once you know where they're going to spawn, the fun part begins. So you found out they're spawning construction site. Alright, well your first and best option is the front door. If you punch out the right side here, and you aim right there, you can get them as they're coming around this corner. And that's because they spawn right behind this gate, so they'll have to come around this pillar. So you can wait for them right there. Your second option is this window in the living room. If you punch out the left side, you can get a decent view of people coming through the main gate, as well as people coming from the far side of their spawn, potentially. And if you punch the right side, you can get them as they're coming up the backside stairwell. Your third option, another great option, is the one in the office here. If you punch out this window, you not only get a good view of the main gate, but you also can see their spawn. So that's the pillar that I showed you guys from the main door, and they'll have to come around it, so you'll be able to get a couple there. Your fourth option here is this window in the workshop. You can punch it out, and you not only get a good view of the main gate, but you also get the far side of their spawn, where they might come through. Also, you can get a decent view of the backside stairwell. I wouldn't recommend peeking from this shower window. Although it faces the spawn, the trees pretty much cover everything, so they can see you better than you can see them. So you check the cams and you didn't see any cars. Well, they're probably spawning APC area. What you want to do is break out this left window in the kids room and wait with your cursor right by the gate, because they'll come right around here. Some might come behind the Jeep and peek you from back there, so it's either right here or right there. Best peeking spot for this spawn. Your other option is the other window in the kids room, where you can get them coming down this pathway. But it is tough because they're likely to see the broken window before you can see them through the tree. Your third option is in the master bedroom. You can break this window out, and there we go. And you can get them coming around the house or through this walkway on the cement right there. Again, this is a tougher peek because this window is, really easy to see, so they probably see you peeking from there. Your last option is this door right here. If you punch out the left side, you can get them as they're coming around this gate right here. Peeking to the left is tough, but sometimes you can get someone coming in there too. So you only saw one car on the side street camera. Well, they're probably spawning river docks. Your best option is this window right here. From here, you want to wait with your cursor at the top of this stairwell. It's possible that they can come back here or up that stairwell over there, but most people are going to come right up the stairwell right here. Your second option is actually the master bedroom window. If you break it out here, you can get you can get a good view of the people coming up the back stairwell. You'll probably only get one or two, but you'll definitely see a couple. Your third option is the window in the dining room. From here you can get a good view of the stairwell as well as the other side. The only problem is this one is very obvious. When you break out this window, they can almost see you right away, so you're probably going to get shot at instantly, so you better be pretty quick. Your fourth option is this window in the office. Now you can't see them right as they come up the stairwell, but this is a good place to fall back to after you peek them from one of the other spots, because you can get them as they're going toward the garage. And your last option for river docks is any of these garage panels. You can shoot them out and wait for people to come up the stairs. Alright, so you looked at the side street camera and you saw all the cars going through the gate. Well, if they're spawning side street, this is definitely the toughest spawn to peek, but there is a couple of things you can do. The first one is, don't punch the whole window out, but if you peek from here, you want to look right there by that far gate. They're going to spawn on the other side of this white gate back there, so if you're quick enough, you'll be able to catch a couple headshots right as they're coming by there. The other option is if you hide yourself a little bit, you can hold your cursor at the top of this stairwell right here, and you'll probably get one or two people coming up this way. Your other option, and one I don't recommend, is the master bedroom window. You can get a couple people coming up that stairwell, and maybe some through the trees, but again, I would not recommend this peak spot at all for this spawn. Your third option, and the riskiest option, is this window in the dining room. You can punch it out, and get a couple people as they're coming by the gate right there. So hold your cursor about right here, and they'll either come on the other side of the police car, or right along here, or even right along this gate right on the inside. It is a very tough peek because this window is very obvious to the other team, so you have to be quick. And your last option, one that I personally like to do sometimes to mix things up, is you break out the right side of this garage before the round starts, and you don't have to make that big a hole. And you wait right here, because it's likely that some people are going to come by the garage, but especially if the objective is not in the garage, they won't expect anyone to be here, and you can get a couple people as they're coming around the gate on the inside or back there. And before I go, let me leave you guys with my peeking tips. 1, don't abuse the peek. If you peek every round, they will be expecting it and you will get wrecked. 2, don't get greedy. You're better off to kill one, retreat, and make it a 5v4 than to kill one and then die and just have it a 4v4. Doesn't really help your team. And 3, if your operator's gun isn't made for long distance or is a shotgun, you're better off using your handgun. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button down below, and if you would like to see more videos just like this one, leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching and good luck sieging.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come